was a, I think, yeah, summer scent for, well, it might have been this year actually. I'm trying to think how it works, because obviously other side of the world in America. The summer scent, it could have been from last year. The scent on this is raspberry lemonade. It smells like raspberry lemonade. It even smells fizzy, which I find amazing with some of these soaps, that they smell like that. They've got a fizz scent to them. Just incredible. The brush I'm going to be using is the West Coast Shaving Psychedelic Silvertip, which looks like that. Look at the colours in that. You can see on here, hopefully now that I've got this much higher resolution camera, where they've actually inscribed West Coast Shaving. It's absolutely impeccable. There's no marking, tooling on this brush. It does have a 24mm Silvertip knot, one of my favourite natural hair knots that I've used, and I picked this brush mainly because it sort of matches a little bit up with the colour of the label. So straight into the tub. Now you get 6 ounces of soap when you purchase a Soap Commander full tub like this, which will last a very, very long time. It's a very hard soap. It's easy to load, it's easy to lather. It performs exceptionally well. It's slip protective, cushiony, it's got pretty good post shave. Not as good as some others, but it's very good. Now this is the vegan edition, or the vegetal based soap, so there's no animal products or animal byproducts in this soap at all, I believe. Yes, vegan edition, so vegan meaning that there's nothing at all to do with animals in here whatsoever, I believe. I'm just going to dip the tips, just load it up just a little bit more. Now this knot that is in this West Coast Shaving brush, it's a 24mm Silvertip. It's very dense, it's very soft tipped, it releases the lather very, very well. It's just a beautiful brush to use. So the brush is loaded. Let's wet the face. I've just come out the shower. I am doing a cold water shave, but obviously I prep my face in the shower using warm water. Now one thing I like about the Soap Commander soaps is they're very easy to get your fingers into, scoop all the excess out. Really deep, lovely wide tubs. Oh, straight on top of this, as you can see, you can pretty much clean it out spotless. Oh, the scent on this is amazing. The taste, because it smells fizzy, I for some reason expect it to taste fizzy, but it never does. But it does actually taste like it smells. Very slightly soapy scent to it, but it still tastes very similar to raspberry lemonade. It's not like tallow and steel where when you taste it, it tastes like it smells. It tastes sweet, it's actually tasty. The beer scented one, I can't remember what that's called, IPA, India Pale Ale or whatever it is. It smells amazing. It tastes just as good. Right, let's start painting some water in. So what's actually happening here when I'm painting the water in, I'll just show you, is the flow through on this brush works so well. So you can see all this excess lather that's pouring out through the bottom here. That's your flow through. So all flow through really is, it's how the brush allows the lather to make its way through the bristles from inside the knot to outside the knot. So as you can see, it's all building up around the outside at the base of the knot. So what I do is I just basically scoop it on my chin like so and keep painting. I'm going to just have one more dip here, quite a big one, and then we'll spray the brush and watch this wonderful soap grow. I'm pretty much translucent all over, so I can sort of see through my skin. And here we go. It's got a beautiful face feel, this brush. Now this soap looks a little bit airy compared to what normal it is, but I think it's because I've added a little bit too much water. I've not squeezed enough water out of the base of the knot. So I'll just keep working this and just watch how it evolves from a sort of airy, bubbly lather into quite a dense lather. I think we're pretty much there. Look at that. Don't get it. It doesn't get much creamier and thicker than that, to be honest. Now it is a lighter lather than say Holy Cow, and Ariana and Avon's, all those sort of the tallow ones. But that is a pretty phenomenal lather. Very easy to work with. There's no real effort involved in creating that lather. The brush, as you can see, is absolutely chock-a-block full of glossy, creamy, thick lather. Excuse me. This one is just ever so slightly airier than normal. Excuse me again. But it's just because I've added too much water to it right at the off. But it's still, you can't argue with that, can you really? So going with the Karve Christopher Bradley razor once again. Now this one is the C-plate, 3-inch handle, and I've got a 14th use on the Australian Gillette Super Stainless, or the spoiler Australian version, which are hanging up on the door behind me. And here we go. 14th use. Now I know these are only taking off 1 day's growth. But it's not necessarily the reduction of hair that causes the blade to go blunt. A lot of the times it's just the constant pulling across on the skin as well. You can see just how dense the lather is as well. Yes, it's ever so slightly airier than normal, but it's still voluminous, it's slick, it's protective. It does exactly what you want it to. The Gillette Super Stainless blade, the Australian one. It's lovely and smooth. No issues. Beautiful. Right. Plenty of residual slickness. It's not as slick as other soaps, it's just not, but it's slick enough to enjoy a very nice shave. And the scents from Soap Commander are lovely. personally, I think they would be mad not to release this scent again, because if you don't have it, it's worth having in the den if you like. It's a fruity scent, sort of, well, obviously it smells like raspberry lemonade, but it's not like a citrus scent, it's more of a gourmand. Obviously it smells like a drink that a lot of people enjoy, so it's a very cleverly made soap. So 14 shaves on this blade. I think I might retire it after this shave. Not because it's rough, but just because 14 shaves is plenty. Then again, I may just keep it going a little bit longer and just take it to its limit, just to see how it fares. Just doing a wonderful job still. Even after all those shaves, it really is. Right, lather number 3. Of course, being the final lather, doesn't really need to be voluminous. Someone commented on the Barrister's Reserve Cool video that I've just done a couple of days ago, saying that my neck looked really red, and in general it does. But there's no reaction to the Barrister Man soap. It's just that my skin, on my neck especially, is so sensitive that it goes quite red anyway. Right, that's me done and dusted. I'll just let that dry in. I normally do round about my lips, but I managed to sort of catch all that just using residual slickness. So yeah, even looking in the mirror now, I can see a very small amount of redness near the base of my neck around here. But I also suffer from stretch marks there from when I was overweight and lost the weight. Right, look at those lovely tips. Now this is Silvertip, so it doesn't generally gel or anything like that, but these ones, the more I use them, the better the knot actually looks. So I'm just lightly backwards and forwards on the towel. Just basically to remove any sort of excess moisture from the tips, just to allow it to dry better. I'll rinse the soap out, then I'll apply the balm, look at what was used, and then go to work. Right, post shave is actually quite moisturised. It always is with Soap Commander. It's never quite as nice as it is from some other soaps that I use, but it's lovely. It's definitely, I could walk out the door without a balm or a splash or anything, but I will finish off with some of this lovely Soap Commander Gusto balm, which smells amazing, and you don't need a lot of it. I like this balm because it's a little bit, it's just ever so slightly runnier than some of your other balms. But that scent, oh yes. Now there's something I don't remember from using it last time. There's menthol. It feels amazing. It really does. Let me have a look. I'm sure there's menthol in it. Boom, menthol, yeah. So there's your ingredients list down the bottom there. Excuse me, just on there. But really cooling sensation, lovely. I don't think I've got any nicks, cuts, bumps or weepers, which is nice. Got a few little sort of spots here and there. I don't know what I can do about it now. Soap Commander Gusto. 6 ounces of lovely scented, lovely performing soap. Tub looks like that. Massive, massive tub. The brush for today was the West Coast Shaving tie-dye Silvertip from the Psychedelic range. These were on special for like $50 odd American a little while back. Oh, it smells lovely. Beautiful knot, 24mm Silvertip, very dense. The razor today was the Karve Christopher Bradley razor with a 14th use on a Gillette super stainless Australian version, which is up there, not the American or the Canadian, the Australian version. I finished off today with some Gusto aftershave balm from Soap Commander, which has got a lovely mentholated feeling afterwards, and it is already absorbed, and it does give that really silky smooth, absolutely amazing feel. That feels incredible. Super soft, super moisturised, super shave. You guys stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.